need help, don't you?
Yeah, I need help with a paper, actually.
Well, we have all the help you can handle.
Okay.
Yeah, just fill out one of these forms. Like one of these,
Pause! Well, I didn't think that would work, but I don't know about you, but that didn't really seem right. Let's see how a front desk staff member can properly introduce a student to a center.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Writing, Reading, and Communication Center. What kind of assignment do you need help with? Writing, reading, or communication?
Writing assignment?
Okay. Just fill out this form right here, and we'll have a tutor with you as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Notice the verbal and physical language of the front desk assistant. They didn't make it sound as though the student was inept or needed help, but offered it since they were there. They also gave the student information and options in a calm and pleasant manner. It is the front desk's job to discern if the student is in the right place for the assignment that they are trying to complete. There are a few other questions that the front desk should ask, such as if they are a current CSN student and if they have ever been to the center before. Here you go, Robert. This is Sheena.
Thank you. Okay, now in order to start the most effective kind of session, there are a couple things that a tutor should think about. First, be conscious of your body language and physical space. Second, a tutor should stand to greet the student, introduce themselves, extend a handshake, and smile. Keep your personal space, but be aware that different cultures have different customs. Hello, Sheena.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah. Maybe we should try that again. Let's run it back.
Here you go, Robert. This is Sheena.
Hi, Sheena. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Wow, don't you notice that one was a lot better? I kept my body upright and toward the student, and I shook her hand politely and smiled.
Before a student arrives, make sure you are prepared to receive them by clearing your table or area of materials from previous sessions and most personal items. Stand up and walk over to the student if possible, and introduce yourself with a smile and a handshake. It's good to say the student's name when they say it to build rapport and establish a relationship. Lead them to a table and sit next to them instead of across from them so that you can read and work through the assignment together.
Okay, here we are.
Oh, is this where we're sitting?
Yeah, sit anywhere. Is something wrong?
No, I just need someone to help me with my essay.
All right, let's take a look at it. Oh no, this is all wrong. Here.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Writing, Reading, and Communication Center. Okay. Just fill out this form right here, and we'll have a tutor with you as soon as possible. All right. Thank you.
Wednesday night, 10 o'clock.
I heard that's pretty important when you come to college.
Okay, so let's start the session off right. The first thing a tutor should do is identify the student's needs and challenges, the assignment type and guidelines, and any time constraints that will go along with the session. Be sure to communicate your initial goals and expectations to the student. When you do that, make sure to keep the student engaged, actively involved, and reassured while you go throughout the session.
Do all of you tutors talk to imaginary people?
So, how can I help you? What kind of essay is this? How long does that have to be? 300 words? 400 words? Which professor is this for? 700 words? 1,500 words? How many classes are you taking right now?
I'm taking...
Are you living at home?
No.
Do you live in Summerlin?
No.
Do you have a husband? I mean, what? Huh? English?
Yeah.
Sociology? Criminal justice?
No.
No? Okay. Sorry again. Maybe we should start over. Okay, Sheena, so how are you today?
I'm okay.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
Your class giving you some trouble?
Yeah, I'm really struggling because I don't understand the instructions and my professor is very particular. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing exactly what they want me to do.
Okay, so since you mentioned that, do you have any like rubrics with you, your syllabus by chance? Perfect, thank you so much. And before we continue, do you have a lot of time when you have to be out of here?
I have a couple hours.
Oh, you do? Okay, so we've got about 40 minutes. We'll work as diligently as possible through that. Is that your essay there? Okay, let me take a look, and let's scooch on in so that we can both look at it together. And so I see here, when I'm looking at your syllabus, that your professor really wants you to have a very concise thesis. Could you point that out for me?
Yeah, isn't it right here, the last sentence of the first paragraph?
Yeah, okay. So we will come back to that.
First, we should identify any time constraints for the session, and we should ask the student if they have any obligations that would cut the session short. Then we need to identify the assignment type and the guidelines for it. Ask the student if they have the assignment or a rubric that you can see, and any notes from the class that are relevant. We then need to identify the needs of the student or any challenges that they are having with the assignment. After that, we can set an initial agenda or goals for the session, making sure to allot time for varying methods and wrap up at the end. Lastly, be engaged with the student and help them to get actively involved in the session as well by asking them questions and handing them the writing utensil. Be reassuring if they are having difficulty with any material to help combat the stigma of tutoring. It can seem a little overwhelming, but mastering the ways of setting up a structured session will make you a more efficient tutor and will definitely benefit the student.
Try to use various techniques and strategies over the course of your session to keep them fresh for you and the students. Always be sure to ask your students what challenges and struggles they may be facing in their classes. And remember, properly beginning a session, it builds rapport, it sets the tone, and establishes a communication pattern. It also models a positive attitude towards learning and higher education. Remember, as always, we want to know what you, the tutors, want to see here on CAS On Demand. If you have any suggestions, ideas, or want to talk about any difficulties you're having in your session, please submit them on Canvas.
Can we get back to my paper now?
Yes, we can, my noble student. Let's do it.